Breaking news! We've received some behind-the-scenes information that will change things for the Philadelphia Eagles. Howie Roseman is officially laying out his plan for the 2025 season, and not just with the players, but with the brains behind the operation. It's not every day that a team coming off a Super Bowl win enters the offseason and hits fans with a wave of coaching changes that feel more like a strategic reorganization than a reactionary panic. But that's exactly what's happening. I'll give you all the details and the latest updates in a moment. But first, make sure you've hit the like button if you're a true Eagles fan and believe Howie is the best general manager we could have. If possible, comment something like, "Go Eagles! Let's go to the Super Bowl again." I believe that with my eyes closed. Howie has done a great job so far, and he'll continue to do so. There are a lot of changes happening, including right now. Let's start by talking about Kevin Patullo's elevation to offensive coordinator, a move that's been brewing behind the scenes for some time. I don't know if you're aware, but Kellen Moore is out, taking over as head coach of the New Orleans Saints, and instead of casting a wide net, the Eagles didn't waver. They had their guy all along. Kevin Patullo, already a trusted right-hand man to Nick Sirianni, was promoted, and that decision wasn't made lightly. This wasn't a "let's bring in the hot name" move. This was about continuity, trust, and proven chemistry. Sirianni didn't even make any major head coaching decisions without Patullo making them first. That alone says a lot. This guy isn't just a behind-the-scenes figure. He's been quietly shaping the offense for years, and he's finally stepping into the spotlight. The Philadelphia Eagles are officially locking in their blueprint for the 2025 season, and it starts from the top. Not just with players, but the brains behind the operation. It's not every day that a team coming off a Super Bowl win rolls into the offseason and hits fans with a wave of coaching changes that feel more like a strategic reshuffle than a reactionary panic. But that's exactly what's happening in Philly, and it all starts with the elevation of Kevin Patullo to offensive coordinator, a move that's been brewing behind the scenes for quite some time. Let's get right into it. Kellen Moore is out, taking on the head coaching role with the New Orleans Saints, and instead of casting a wide net, the Eagles didn't flinch. They had their guy all along. Kevin Patullo, already trusted as Nick Sirianni's right-hand man, has been promoted, and this decision wasn't made lightly. This wasn't a "let's bring in the hot name" move. This was about continuity, trust, and proven chemistry. Sirianni didn't even run major head coaching decisions without running them by Patullo first. That alone speaks volumes. This guy isn't just a behind-the-scenes figure. He's been shaping the offense quietly for years and is finally stepping into the spotlight. Patullo's journey to this position has depth. Entering his 5th season with the Eagles and 16th in the NFL, he's been the pass game coordinator since 2021 and was elevated to associate head coach in 2023-2023. His connection with Sirianni goes back to their days with the Colts, where they forged a bond that clearly laid the groundwork for what we're seeing now. And let's be real, any coach who has the vocal support of team leaders like Lane Johnson, A.J. Brown, and Jalen Hurts isn't just liked, he's respected. That's rare. Hurts, in particular, could benefit the most. Since entering the league, he's had a carousel of offensive coordinators. With Patullo, there's finally a shot at stability, something Hurts hasn't truly had since his college days at Alabama and Oklahoma. Now, about Patullo's philosophy, it's simple, smart, and adaptable. He's not married to a rigid system. His core belief is to build the scheme around what his players do best. That might sound basic, but too many coaches fail to execute it. Add in his embrace of pre-snap motion, not as a gimmick, but as a strategic weapon to create leverage and confuse defenses, and you start to get a real picture of what the Eagles' offense might look like. It's not just X's and O's with Patullo, it's about finding the edge in every small detail. This kind of strategic continuity was missing in 2023, and the Eagles know it. That's why they're not just promoting from within, they're carefully threading together familiarity and fresh energy. Tyler Yelk is moving up to defensive assistant after a stint as head coach of quality control.
He was right there helping this team not only win the Super Bowl, but dominate en route to it, an NFL best 18 combined wins, leading the league in total defense, and putting together one of the best rushing attacks in NFL history. Yelk's promotion isn't just about filling a role, it's rewarding a key piece of the coaching puzzle that made last season possible. Then there's Parks Frazier, taking over Patullo's former role as passing game coordinator. He's new to Philly, but not to Sirianni. They worked together in Indianapolis, and more recently, he played a pivotal role in Miami's offensive success, helping Tua Tagovailoa hit a career-high 72.9% completion rate. That's not a coincidence. Frazier's ability to teach fundamentals and scheme effectively was praised by both Sirianni and Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel. That matters. Frazier brings not only NFL experience but play-calling experience, something that becomes a valuable asset as this offensive brain trust reshapes post-Kellen Moore. Scott Loeffler is another name you need to remember. He's coming in as quarterback's coach, replacing Doug Nussmeier, who followed Moore to New Orleans. Loeffler's been in the college game for nearly 3 decades, most recently as Bowling Green's head coach, where he helped turn around a struggling program. He coached standout performances from both quarterback Connor Bazelak and tight end Harold Fannin, whose 100-plus catches and 500-plus yards last season were record-breaking. Loeffler's addition could be a game-changer for Hurts' continued development. The Eagles aren't just plugging holes, they're stacking experienced minds around their franchise QB. And speaking of trenches, Jeff Stoutland, the best offensive line coach in the league, just got some serious backup. Greg Austin returns to Philly as assistant offensive line coach. He was previously with the Jaguars, where his unit allowed the 7th fewest sacks in the NFL last season. But Austin's history in Philly runs deep. He was here from 2013 to 2015, helping LaShawn McCoy lead the NFL in rushing. Bringing him back is another move that screams we want the best for the trenches. If you think that's the end of it, think again. Montgomery Van Gorder from Georgia and Cole Peterson from UAB are 2 rising stars being added into the mix. Van Gorder spent the last 6 years with Georgia's powerhouse program, contributing to multiple national championships. The Eagles, as we've seen in the draft, love that Georgia talent pipeline, and now they're pulling from the coaching staff too. Meanwhile, Peterson is stepping in as assistant to the head coach, bringing youthful energy and organizational experience that started when he was just 22 years old, already making waves at Youngstown State. Altogether, this isn't just a coaching shuffle. This is a statement. The Eagles are prioritizing continuity, chemistry, and calculated upgrades. Every move seems designed to protect the team's identity while enhancing its potential. Sirianni and Roseman aren't leaving anything to chance. They're locking in people who understand the culture, understand the players, and have the intelligence to adapt when it matters most. So now the question goes to you, the fans. How do you feel about all these moves? Are you confident in the direction this coaching staff is heading? Do you think Kevin Patullo is the long-term answer at offensive coordinator? What about the return of Greg Austin or the addition of Parks Frazier and Scott Loeffler? Drop your thoughts in the comments, scale your confidence from 1 to 100, and let's talk about what this all means for the Eagles' chances to run it back in 2025. As we peel back the layers of this revamped coaching staff, one thing becomes crystal clear: Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman are playing chess, not checkers. These moves aren't just reactive adjustments in the wake of losing coaches to promotions elsewhere. So as we sit here, looking ahead to the 2025 season, it's not about whether the Eagles can stay competitive, it's about whether they can raise the bar again. The coaching staff has been handpicked to ensure that not only do they maintain the championship standard they set last year, but that they evolve, adapt, and outsmart their competition. There's a quiet confidence radiating from these decisions, and for fans, that should be energizing. But let's turn it back to you.